Good evening, lords and ladies. I'm Night Before Dawn, and welcome back to Sons of the Forest. Today, I would like to fix the video that I released earlier today. I had run out of time, and my test recording had mic audio, but my actual recording seemed to fail, so I uploaded it without checking because I was in a bit of a rush. And here is the replacement with proper audio. So in this case, I have made another stone spiral, and this time I think I'll go and I'll do it a little bit more detailed than I did last time, because last time I just kind of quickly skimmed over the method that you should use, and well, I think this time I should actually demonstrate the full process, because I have a little bit more time now and everything should work better. So here we go. 1, 2, get rid of that, pick up this, place this here. This is how Rip Diesel's method works for getting multiple or having rotated grids. So, and it is, in my opinion, the best method. I'm glad Rip Diesel found it. So I'm just going to keep repeatedly doing this. I'm going to do it 4 times. So 2, oh, there it is, 3, and come on, there it is, and 4. Then you remove this and this. Sometimes this one's still snapped to a grid. Sometimes that'll clear it. Nope, move this. Oh, it's still locked to the grid. So I've alluded to this earlier, but sometimes it stays locked to the grid. This has only seemed to ever happen since update 6, but the solution to clear it up is just to do that, and then all of a sudden you're no longer locked to the grid. So nice and simple. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just place this on here, even if I'm at the same angle that it would have been locked to the grid at. I don't really care. I want it to snap there. And this one I'm not going to be too picky, but I'm going to try and get close to centered on all of them. So that, and that, not the greatest. I'm a little close here, but that doesn't really matter. Whoa, what the heck was that? And now I should be able to just fill this in. Perfect. Okay. And now for the important part. Actually, I don't need it filled in all the way around like this. I only need to have 4 of them filled in. Any more than that is actually redundant. So I'm going to just remove all these. There we go, I've got these 4, and I'm also, because I've got this, I'm gonna lift this up just to make sure everything stays the way I want it to. And then I'm removing this and the center point. That is actually quite important, because with all that there, it will not let you do everything you want to do with the stone. So now I go and grab the stone. There's my piece of stone, good enough. And I just go in from the ends. Now, as you can see, it's not letting me snap it forward or directly into the center right now. So the best solution is actually to place 1, then place 1, then place 1, and place 1. Because they're all sloped, and it will allow you to do that. And then once you've got them started, there's nothing will prevent it from actually completely working. And there we go. Now I've got my very uneven setup, but that's okay. I can stand up here, and I want to do all of the center ones first, because that way it's more likely that I'll have all of them locked in. Then I can just stand out here and fill in the rest of the gap. And because it's got the first one in there, the first one, there's always a delay before you can place the next one, but there's not a delay before you can place the first one from another one. So it's actually a little bit faster if you work with multiples at a time. And I believe that is all of it. There we go, and then I can remove all this because this is just temporary because we want to work with stone. And there we go. Now, if you want to get rid of these, all you have to do is remove these stone pieces from here, the stone beams, but chances are you'll never really notice it, especially if it's just a foundation like this. But that's how you build that. I could have been more picky with how I lined things up and it would have looked a lot nicer, kind of like this, but I don't know, this kind of has its own charm too with the unevenness. Also, you can still do floating platforms just like you could with the full log, or with the log ones. I'm just going to quickly go over it again, mostly because I did in the original video. So here we go, we'll just come up to here, and I want to be, that works. 2, 3, 4, 5, come on, 6, 7, where is it, 8, 9. Okay, so there's that. And then I'll also prep for the other one. Actually, no, I'll leave that there so I can do the other one. These I'll need over there. And where did I put my stone? There it is. Okay. So now, just like with the wood, but you see that delay there? If I go 1, 1, that just uses up a lot of the time for the delay. So I can go 1, 1, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then that delay is almost negligible. Come on. Wasn't giving me that. But there, anyways, there we go. We've got that. Now I want my support. So if I just do this, I actually found that since update 6, I don't have to replace the logs here. It's just everything's gotten easier. Because before, you used to have to remove the central logs and then replace them. Now you don't. Whoops, I made a mistake there. Not a major one, but I did make a mistake. Okay, so now let's remove that, remove that, remove that. And then place this one here, this one here, and then this one here, and this one here. Remove that, remove that, remove that, then remove all these, and there we go. So in update 6, these floating platforms actually got easier. And when it comes to these this type of floating platforms, which they're easier to build, but and more versatile, they do have one issue that I don't like, and that's just the resource cost, because for every frame you want to have, you need to have, or for every beam you want to have elevated, you need to have an extra 5 logs. 4, 5. So for every piece, oh no, for every piece of this foundation that you want floating, you have to have all 5 of these logs underneath, whereas that method, you need a post and a strut for each one, so it's way less expensive. But this one is so much easier to do. And just make sure that the last piece you remove is a wall piece, not the post. If you remove the wall here first, you can't remove the post. But if you remove the post first, you can remove the wall. And then after that, you can remove everything else. And there you go. So a lot of the same things can be done with the logs that could be done, or with the stone that could be done with just logs. And it's all pretty straightforward. So if you like what you've seen and you'd like to see more, I would greatly appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much.